Don't force anything in life. Happy Thursday, everybody. It's another episode of Thursday Sippin on that tea with your boy J.o.d. Today's going to be a good one. It's going to be focused on forcing things in life. Do not force anything in life. But before we get into that, of course, make sure you hit the subscribe button if you haven't yet. Boom, 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 boom. Right here. Make sure you hit the bell that you get notifications every time I upload a video. Make sure you hit the like button to show your appreciation for this video. Not just this video, but my other videos. If you haven't yet, go ahead and do that. Let me read this caption real quick. I'll drop the screenshot for this quote. The biggest lesson I learned this year is to not force anything. Conversations, friendships, relationships, attention, love. Anything forced is not worth fighting for. Whatever flows, flows. What crashes, crashes. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
When I saw this quote, as you want to say it, I felt it, because there are times where I feel like I'm forcing things to happen when I should just let it happen. If it's meant to be, it will be, like the song. I feel like I've been trying to force a lot of things to happen, especially in relationships. Trying to force a relationship to happen. It's not gonna happen if I'm gonna try to push my way into it.
What's wrong with you, bro? What the heck? You tripping, bro? You tripping?
And that being said, I should just let things ride it out.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
So if you feel like you're doing that, I suggest that you should just stop it and just let it happen. 9 out of 10 times, that relationship will not develop into one. You're gonna end up being either in the friend zone or just playing annoying, where you're gonna end up getting blocked or being ignored. If it's in social media, that's what's gonna happen. You're gonna end up being blocked in all your social media. They're gonna ignore you and find you annoying. So you don't want to be that. I'm that. Did I want that to happen? No, of course not. But I just gotta find a way to just slow down and let it happen. Develop that friendship and then see if it goes into more. But if it doesn't happen, then it doesn't happen. I'd rather have things not happen because two people didn't click like that, didn't have that feel of being in a relationship, rather than someone like me trying to force it to happen, when clearly there was nothing to develop in the first place. But back in my head, I always thought that there is something that could happen, when really, like I said, there's nothing was going to happen in the first place. I gotta step back and just let it slide. Just let it slide when it comes to talking to girls, trying to get into that relationship, trying to develop that relationship going. And you guys got to do the same thing. If it's you trying to pursue a boy or a girl, do not force it. Be you. Be who you are to that person. Do not try to be someone that you're not, just to where that person will, oh, I like this person because this person listens to this person does that. But really you don't. You just want to score that points to make you feel special, because you know there's going to be other people trying to get the same person. So you want to stake out by saying that you do certain things because you know what this person likes, dislikes, what turns this person on. So you'll do whatever that person likes, their turn-ons or turn-offs. So you try to avoid that turn-offs, which is not always a good thing, because in the end you're gonna and you might not end up getting that person. And it's not just in relationships, it's everything in life. You can't force conversations, friendships, because if you're doing a lot in your part to develop that friendship with that somebody, and you're putting all your effort and that person's not, but back in your head something will develop, a good friendship between you and that person, you gotta see the signs and know that you gotta let those things go. Only keep the ones that you know that's putting in the same effort as you are putting in that same effort. It has to be 100 from both sides. It can't be a one-sided. It has to come from both sides to make it worth it. Because if it's just one-sided, then it's not worth it. Do not force anything. Do not force conversations to happen. If there's a conversation that's bound to happen between you and that person, then let it be. Let it come out. Do not try to come out and force a conversation to happen. Because in the end, you're going to be hurting, because that person will not get the hint that you want something to come out when it comes to a conversation. So you're going to be stressing over the whole time, giving this person hints after hint after hint, but they're not getting it, so you get frustrated. Just have to calm down and just let things happen on their own. As the quote said, if it flows, it flows. If it crashes, it crashes. Control what you can control. Everything else will do it on its own. You might not like the outcome of it, but I mean, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Forcing things is not real, and you see that in anything, even in movies and TV shows. You see a forced relationship, a forced shot, a forced move, and your reaction is like, wait, that is fake. You could tell when something's fake. To see that in movies and shows, but yet you don't see that in real life when you are trying to get someone. It's all forced, but in your head you don't see it as being forced. You think you're trying to develop something smoothly, real, but in the end, other people will see you as trying to force something to happen. If it's relationship, if it's work wise, if it's your friendship wise, conversation wise, you gotta let it go naturally. That is the biggest thing you need to realize, is let things come out naturally. Don't let anything be forced. Like I said, going back to seeing in movies, TV shows, you see a lot of those not coming out naturally. But you know there's always a storyline when it comes to a man getting girl from the beginning, and of course they're going to end up fighting in the middle, and of course in the end the guy gets the girl, they live happily ever after. You know that's forced, but yet you try to do the same thing in your life. You try to get this person, you do all the things that the person likes, but you don't realize that you're forcing it to happen. You're not letting things happen naturally. Naturally happens when you just sit back, get to know this person, and this person gets to know you. Develop that connection, develop that relationship before anything big happens. It might not get to that point where you guys develop something more. That chemistry is not there, and that's fine. You rather know that when it comes to you guys getting to know each other, rather than you forcing something and then realize, wait, I didn't like this person. This person's messed up in the end. But then your feelings gets into play. Now you're stuck in the bubble knowing that what to do, because you force yourself in trying to get this person, and now you're stuck. So let things happen on its own. Do not try to force anything. You're just going to hurt yourself in the end, and you don't want that. I know people want to find love, find that person that they could talk to every day, every night. You can't have that if you're forcing it to happen. You can't force friends to happen. You can't force best friends to happen. I have that person. I had that person that I know that, and we've been through that. We've been through the struggles. We've been through the bad times. There were times where me and that person didn't talk for a while. We had our fights, we had our arguments, we had our differences. But we made up, we got back together, we backed and riding as best friends, stronger than ever. We didn't force it to happen. We did not force it to begin, and we did not force it to make up when we fought the last time. It naturally happened. You gotta let that happen too. If you and your best friend, whoever you have, are not talking to each other because of a big fight or big argument, let everything cool down. You will know when it's time to try to talk to that person, or that person will try to talk to you. Let it happen on its own. You know when it's the time. There'll be something in your head saying, hey, you gotta go and text this person, you gotta call this person. That's how you know when it's natural. But if you try to go and force this person, hey, why you not talking to me? Hey, can we could talk? And you guys not end up talking. You guys are not able to go and hang out to talk it out, because that's not the right time to do it. There will be that time where it will happen. So before that happens, let it cool down. Do you, be you, and let that person enjoy their time. Focus on you. Focus on go and develop yourself. Be better. Do better. Even if you're at fault, do not force apologizing to that person, because that person might not accept the apology, because that person doesn't feel that the apology was sincere. You just want to do that because you felt like there was a time. Like yourself, you could see when something's forced. That person could see that the apology wasn't sincere, but it was more of a forced thing, because they know that you just want them back in your life. So let things happen on its own. That person will come back to you. If you guys have a strong bond that you guys developed before the fight, that person will be right back. Will be right there in the end. It doesn't mean that you don't have to try to talk to that person, especially at this time. Like I said in all my other videos, go ahead and check up on that person. Check up on those people that you try to talk to, but just do it naturally. Just do a simple, how are you doing? How's life going, with everything going on? And let it be. Do not try to force more into that. Once they say, oh, I'm good. Okay, how are you? I'm good. Boom, that's it. But if you have that sense that a real conversation is going to happen, create that conversation going. Like, oh, I just want to know how you've been. We haven't talked for a while. I know you've been busy trying to do whatever, whoop. As long as it comes out naturally, the conversation, then continue doing that. As long as it's not a forced one, then go ahead and do that. Like I said, it's going to hurt you in the end if you're going to keep on forcing things to happen. When it comes to relationships, conversation, friendships, you don't want that to happen. You know how a forced relationship or anything that's forced happen. You know how it is. You see it in movies. You see it on TV shows. When it comes to like basketball games or any other sports, when you see there's a forced pass, a forced shot, 9 out of 10 they're not gonna catch it. The basketball's not gonna go to the hoop unless they're really good. 9 out of 10 it's gonna be missed. You gotta keep practicing. They practice to get that shot, that throw right there in wide receiver, tight end, running back's hands. It takes time to develop that. When it becomes not a force, but a spectacular pass, a spectacular shot, a forced shot becomes a spectacular shot. So do not try to force anything. It's not gonna go in. It's not gonna go how you plan to be. Yeah, you're gonna have like those crazy shots, those forced shots that's gonna go in sports, or that touchdown that was forced. Yeah, you're gonna score here and there, but it's not gonna happen every time. And you don't want that. You don't want that to happen. You want something to be clear, natural. You want something to happen. It happened for a reason. You gotta let things go. If it's meant to be, it will be. So as you look back and think about it, it's sure you gotta stop trying to force things to happen. I need to stop doing that. I need to stop trying to force a relationship, a friendship to happen. Let things flow naturally. Let it happen on its own. When it comes to relationship, friendships, however, whatever the case is at your time, whatever the scenario is at that time, let things happen naturally. If you force things to happen, it's not going to happen. So you rather do it naturally, no matter what the outcome is in the end. As long as you let it run its course and you see where it ends up, then be happy about it. I'd rather be happy with that than trying to force something to happen and in the end I'm hurt. Thank you for watching again. This is your boy J.o.d. If you haven't yet, go ahead and subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. Hitting that triple digits, 100 plus subscribers. If you're a new subscriber, thank you for watching. Hopefully you tune in every Mondays and Thursdays for new videos. I'm planning to upload more than twice a week. We'll see what happens. But for now, Mondays and Thursdays. So go ahead and check the other previous videos. Not just Thursdays videos, but of course the Mondays. The whole month of August was unboxing. So go ahead and check that out. All the products that I bought on Mondays is on the description box on that video, so go ahead and check that out. Make sure you guys take care of yourself and each other and my beautiful people. Yes, my beautiful people, you are beautiful. Don't let no one tell you you're not beautiful. And this is speaking to everyone, no matter the sex. You are beautiful. You are beautiful. Have a nice day.